Hi ladies, all right, I am back with, I guess, part 2 of my smoothie. First, I made my little no-bake pumpkin pie, and there was just a little bit that wouldn't fit in the pie crust, so it looks like it's gonna set well. A lot of the no-bake pies I've seen, like the some of like the pumpkin pie filling part seems really soft, and so I just got this straight from the fridge, and it looks like it's not gonna dump out. So and it tasted really good, so I should get this up on the blog hopefully really soon, just because it was that good and I am really liking how it tasted. All right, so I'll have a little crustless no-bake pumpkin pie later when I get back home after youth. All right, so I will show you, it kind of mixed a little bit when I brought this over. So this has been sitting on my counter just like this over there until I brought it here. Now before I brought it, you can kind of see the separation that's happening down here. So what has it been, 3 hours-ish? I think about 3 hours. So when I started double fermenting, I did not, I guess, have enough knowledge on how to do it. And so I thought double fermenting homemade kefir took 24 hours as well. And I kept getting it and it was disgusting. And again, if you watch the video, I have a real almost phobia of rotten dairy. Like, it is just something, I don't know if I've just had bad experience in my life, I don't know. So this time I learned that you don't need 24 hours. And again, I'm in Texas. It might be September, but we're still in the 80s and 90s. And my house is still going to be kind of warm, even with AC, because it just can't cool down as much. Anyway, so I would say 3 to 6 hours right now is about all that my second or my double or second ferment can take. And I'll show everybody who just got in. You can see that it's starting to separate. Me moving it has kind of muddled it a little bit, but you can see that it is starting to separate here, which isn't a big deal. That's not a problem. It's a problem when it starts to curdle and then you have like distinct whey down here. That's what you don't want. Okay, so I'm, again, smart, lazy, both, whatever you want to call me. I take, although I've got some new ingredients I'm adding, I take all the ingredients that I'm going to put inside of this, I get them all out one time, and I measure 14 smoothies worth in this container. One, I don't have time to get them out every day that I'm going to make a yuck yum, and we have yuck yums now almost every day for breakfast or lunch. I have, and I think I have a video just about that. If I don't, I can do one, but I know, I feel like I've done a partial one. But anyway, these cranberries are from last year. I literally put them in my, well, I cut it, but they go in my freezer just like this. They're hard, they're frozen, they taste fine, they do not taste freezer burnt, and I think I have one more bag and then I'm out. I started doing Serene's chia part. Basically, it's 12 tablespoons of chia seeds and I think 1.5 cups of water is what it was, or was it 1 cup each? You have to look. But I don't use all of this. I just use about 1/4 to 1/2 cup because I started adding psyllium husk to our smoothies. Oh, hi, I think it says Bonnie. I can't see this far away, but hi, Bonnie. Psyllium husk is so good. If you don't know the benefits, I highly recommend you go read up on it. It helps diabetics. It helps Crohn's. It helps IBS, whether it's C or D or whatever you have. This one product alone is amazing. So basically what I do with the smoothie, my husband is picky. My husband has horrible genes. He has outlived both of his parents at the age of 48 and a brother. I try to give him, again, he's picky. I try to give him like something that he can handle drinking or eating that is just going to boost him all the way around. Kefir alone is phenomenal. I'm not an expert. I've just been doing some more reading on it. I highly, highly, highly recommend you do some research. And if you listened to one of the potties recently from Pearl about store-bought kefir, homemade kefir is far superior. And if you watch my other video, I try not to talk too much. I'm sorry about that. It takes less than 5 minutes a day, especially if you're smarter than I am and you have a bigger strainer. It takes less than 5 minutes a day to do your homemade kefir. And I, again, second ferment straight into my blender, whether that, I don't know, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. So kefir is amazing, amazing, amazing. Your gut is your #1 thing you need to focus on for your health. Exercise is great. Prayer, meditation, that is great. Water is great. Your gut is more important, and this kefir is going to do it for you. Psyllium husk as well. So the next time I make my smoothie mix, I'm going to add psyllium husk to it, and I finally got some ashwagandha from Amazon. Almost everything I get from Amazon. I live in a small town. We don't have a lot of this stuff, and I want to do a pause real fast. I've always been on a budget. I could not afford. One time on the THM page, a woman showed that she had bought like every single THM product there was to buy, and she was proud. I don't hold that against her. That's amazing. If you can go out and purchase everything at once, that's awesome. I have to purchase things piece by piece by piece by piece. So this week I bought a refill for my psyllium husk, and if you can buy THM, I highly recommend it. They employ so many people, especially their baobab, but sometimes I just need one item. And I've got the ashwagandha. My husband did say it tasted weed-like, which I don't understand because we had the same smoothie and mine tasted chocolate tea, so I guess our tastes are just a little bit different. Anyway, so I have 2 servings worth of kefir in here that I have double fermented with a little baobab and 2 frozen strawberries. And then I'm going to add some frozen cranberries. I add a little wild blueberries. One, again, my husband's picky and would freeze to eat a blueberry, so I add it to his smoothie, and he has no idea he's getting some wild blueberries. And I just got today my sea moss, which I shared in my groups about the super benefits of sea moss. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons in here. I did open it already and took a little sniff, so I thought I would stir it and take a bigger sniff just because, I don't know, I'm weird. I don't know. I like to smell my food. It honestly has barely any smell. It's very gel-like. So I feel like it's just gonna blend right in and not be an issue. Okay, it's very gel-like, very, very thick. I was not prepared for that. It's almost like if you've ever bloomed gelatin, which I just did for the no-bake pumpkin pie I made, which again, it looks like it's going to turn out amazing. It is almost like the first part of bloom gelatin is what this seems like. None of these are essential. You just pick what you want to focus on. Again, my husband has horrible genes. He's 48 years old and has outlived his parents and a brother. He just has horrible, horrible genes. So I'm trying my best to just shove everything I can at him, well, and me, but also mostly him, to reap the amazing benefits of all these different superfoods. He drinks it. It's not his favorite, but I mean, if it's called a Yuck Yum, can it be someone's favorite besides Serene? I don't know. Okay, so basically, I just take, for a psyllium husk, this one says you need 1 teaspoon. So again, I eyeball things. And this also adds as a thickener. It kind of thickens things up. And then the ashwagandha is 1/3 of a teaspoon, so I just need 2/3. Again, I'm doubling. And this is the container I put mine in, and his looks just like mine, just a different color. If you didn't watch my other video, don't leave it in a container like this for days, because it literally will shoot out in your car, reach your roof, and make a giant mess. It was a hot mess. This smells I would say very earthy. So there's that, but you only need 1/3 of a teaspoon. And again, there's 14 servings of all the superfoods, the cacao powder, even the sweetener, all of that in here. And this is my last bit, my last 1/2 cup. So tomorrow I'll be busy making my smoothie mix. And here, I've not had the sea moss, but it seems very, very mild. It doesn't have an overpowering smell at all. This smells much stronger than this does. I'm kind of nervous that, I doubt this is going to be thickening like gelatin. I can't imagine that it would be. And then I've got my chia. Again, all it is I tripled her recipe for the Yuck Yum, and it makes so much, and we don't want ours extremely thick. Like my husband was like, why are you thickening it? So now I just don't add quite as much. I think of this, I add about 3 tablespoons. And the blueberries are definitely not on her list to add, but again, my husband, have I said he's picky yet? And these are just from Walmart, wild blueberries from Walmart. I would say about 1/2 cup or less for both of us. And then the cranberries, again, I freeze these just like this. They do not go in a special bag. Nobody has a clue anything I serve. And when I blend this, it ends up like filling this up, and it will just about fill 2 of these up, almost to the top. And that's it. I've got just serene suggestions in here, honestly, with a couple of extras. The sea moss is brand new for me. Oh, hey, Beverly. Yeah, I don't know if catching me live's great, although I don't edit, so all my mistakes just seem to stay in my videos. I'm not going to blend this live on TV just because, or TV. I am not on TV. I have no idea why I say that so many times. It's just going to be too loud. I blend and blend and blend just because my husband, again, is so picky, and I don't want a texture in his mouth that he does not want. So I blend this until it's smooth. And he's not here yet. He's had a very long day. He won't be home until I'm gone tonight, and I won't see him until I go to bed. Anyway, so I'll fill these up, and I'll fill his up when I get home. That's it. I hope this was helpful. I have no idea. You don't need all the crazy superfoods. Start with just baobab. Baobab and kefir, and you've got a win-win right there. That is boosting your immune system and your gut health. That is exactly what we need to do. Again, our gut health, they're finding, is the most important thing for us to focus on. And kefir does that. Do some research, just a little bit, and I think you will find that doing your own kefir, again, I use Aldi and Walmart milk. I don't use anything special. And I can tell a difference. I haven't had the detox. Real quick, and then I'll stop this video because I've got to leave. I've seen some ladies talk about a detox from by taking the kefir. I haven't experienced that. I did experience in the beginning with THM, I had a bad sugar detox because, again, I'm the woman who was addicted to sugar all day long. I had that, but I have not had a kefir detox. Now, a long time ago, I'm going to guess 17-ish years ago when I got into kombucha, I did have a very tiny detox from that. So if you do find that if you start taking your kefir and you start feeling detox symptoms, it's going to be because you're doing a kefir detox. And don't quit. That's kind of like, I think if you wake up after a workout the next day and your body hurts and you're like, I just can't work out today. No, you need to work out. You need to move your muscles. Don't quit the kefir. Keep going. Read the health benefits. I think it is such a superior superfood that we are just now really understanding how amazing this food is. Okay, if you have more questions, if you have any questions or thoughts, or if you know more about sea moss than I do, feel free to talk to me about it. I'm open to anything. I'm just trying to, again, I would like my husband to be around as long as possible, and when you have really bad genes and your parents, I think they were like 44 when they both passed away, and his brother wasn't even in his 40s. Anyway, just trying to get as much good stuff in as I can for him and me. That's it. Hope you're having a great week. It's midweek. It's Wednesday. I'm about to head to our youth group. I got to make these first. And again, I make these and we drink them the next day. My husband sometimes gets up at 2 o'clock, and I'm not about to do that. All I do is I make these, I take mine to the gym, I shake it up before I drink it, and it tastes and works out perfect for both of us, although sometimes he says his tastes different than mine. That's it. Thanks for watching, and if you have thoughts, questions, or anything, feel free to send me a message or talk on here. Oh, sorry.